Podcast. It is me, Kisame Unlimited.
I'm editing this video, so I introduced this shit. It's me, Spidey Man. It's me. I introduced the videos 24. And today we're doing the top 10 video. This is the top 10 most useless or most worst archetypes ever created. And these are my opinions. He's reacting to this because he has no idea what I've written on this list. So continue to watch this video. Comment down below your thoughts on our list after watching it. And also comment down below your top 10 worst archetypes that you think were ever created. And feel free to subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications if you like what you see in this video.
You guys are so funny.
Starting the list. Number 10, penguins.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so many penguins in the game.
And they're all bad.
Yeah, and they're all bad. And granted, they don't really like synchronize with one another, so it's like it's harder. So, and it's hard. Like there's certain things that to me, if there's more than 3 to 4 cards with like that are similar or like relate to each other, to me, you're an archetype. Okay. So it's just one of those. You may not like run like a.
The same thing about that deck is that I feel like I always bump into someone like every so often trying to make it work, and it's just like. Garbage.
It's just listen. Abort the baby. Number 9, Cloudians. Cloudians is one of the most useful.
Useful?
No, useless. It's almost like it's a worse version of aliens. Aliens came in the game. They had this neat mechanic that no deck really focuses on. They have their own counters, so that's something you gotta pay attention to.
Damn right.
That's something to pay attention to. But aliens got support. Cloudians didn't. They had made a recent wave, maybe like the past 2 years or so. But other than that, even with that, what? If you see somebody playing Cloudians, I'm gonna be like, listen, bro, you must like be from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Like, I don't wanna. I'm just gonna scoop because you wanted to be good with that. I don't know what you thought you were trying to do. Where's Ashton?
Have you ever seen that Pokemon episode where Pikachu like fought like that Paris and the girl was like, I want Paris to evolve and be better, and then Ash was like, come on Pikachu, like go nice and easy on Paris, and then he literally just went like and Paris was like
he died. I'm Paris. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Oh my god.
Number 8, Gen X. What do you think about those? Do you remember Gen X?
I remember Gen X.
They're very element-based deck that has no synergy.
I'll say this.
Within the cards in that archetype.
I'll say this.
It's like you have to use them separately in other decks.
No, I know, because you know what I'll say for me, especially like with Mermills, and back in the day with me with Formula Monarchs, I appreciate Gen X Undyne and Controller and Birdman, though they have almost nothing to do with the deck overall as a whole. I still appreciate those.
They have a lot of good text in there.
So I'll appreciate those 3 cards.
That's why I threw up there.
I'm not going to let you bash them.
Oh my god. They have nice text, but as an archetype, as a family,
I get that. But who gives you
it's a very dysfunctional family. It's like some of them are Republicans.
Your nibble manga.
Well, that's the number 1 best deck, best archetype. Ooh, wait till I go to the best archetype. I'm gonna make that list.
You want to talk to me about no synergy with them?
No, nibbles. All the nibble monsters do the same thing. You pop us, you get 2. You don't know where they're going. They go in the field. They go on your side. They go on your head. You don't know where they're gonna be. Number 7 is a mix between ice barriers and the crawler monsters.
I don't know what the crawler monsters do.
Exactly. They've been around. People been pumping this shit up like.
I'm waiting for Spidey to be like, spiders. No, me, I'm Spidey.
I think they're like a different type of spider, and I have spiders on this list too. But I fake it. The spiders are terrible. They're terrible.
Because like, I would have been the spider guy.
I made my spider support and could this be better, but this is just terrible. Okay. The crawlers are something else. Like I thought crawlers were like an extension of spiders, but they're not. They're just terrible. No matter every new card. No. Ew. It's like listen.
Recall.
Those cards were made in like the past 2 years, and it's like y'all can't even make it good. Why do I have to do your job? Like listen, I take cards that are like outdatedly not good. I'm not taking something that's recent and not fight. No, fuck you. I'm not doing that.
That's how I felt with a Row Mages.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Row Mages like have all the potential to be good, except they don't want to keep giving them cards. They have like all these elements except for a dark one, and they have a synchro for all the little girls of 2 of them, but they have like 3 other girls. So it's so easy. Just
they made a link monster for I like their Romage on Jazzeraphy, whatever it's called, Jazz Aromatherapy. I like that one. You know what's funny? I was going to use that against you in the casual deck. I had that because they just came out.
If you were only more
because I didn't have it with the Romages. I had it with the whatchamacallit, with the Super Quantums. It's mixed in with those. And that's why I'm like, oh, I wanted to use that. But I'm like, I haven't used it enough. I don't have enough practice with it. I don't want to just look stupid and use it just because. I'm like, it just came out and I wasn't ready for it.
You probably would have played and you would have lost either way.
Moving on! Number fucking 6, level monsters. It's like, are they an archetype or are they like a type of card?
See, that
are they like spirits, tunes? Like, level monsters shouldn't be like levels.
This part of the video, I'm gonna chill for a second because I have very weird because
that's the thing. Some of them is like, I love these, but they're like everybody else. I'm like, well, what?
I do the Arm Dragon and fucking Horus.
I love those.
I
love those.
I'm gonna take a seat.
I like those. Where are you going? I like them too. But you gotta remember, there's other ones in there that make the family look bad.
I have bad experiences with Horus growing up. And I've had even worse experiences with
I remember using Horus against you too.
That's fine. So
remember those days?
Yes.
I'm bust your ass.
I'm gonna sit down.
And
when you're done with your level monsters.
Well, like I said, some of them, people have personal favorites of them, but the majority of level monsters are not good in any way, shape, or form because they don't have any synergy. Level, like I said before earlier, they shouldn't be, the levels, monsters of their name shouldn't be in the title. They should be considered in like the monster type. Like if you can make worm monsters, toon monsters, spirit monsters, and all that, level monsters should be like that.
Okay.
They should be considered like that, not that. And because of that, that's what makes their archetype overall just a fucking mess. And the way they ran away with the number monsters, they could have did the same thing with level monsters. And they just got no support as of recently. And people keep telling us, maybe could this be better for them? And I'm just like, I wouldn't even know where to start. I wouldn't even know where to start. I wouldn't know what to do.
I would just single out one of them and then I would
just make a card that could work for all of them. Like, this card's like a level fucking mass marauder where you take his mask off, he turn into anyone. Like, he could substitute for any level monster, depending on like level 2 or level 4, level 6, level 8 version of it. And he can like substitute for whatever. Or he can substitute from a range. I don't know. Why am I thinking of this? Moving on. I don't care about this shit. Number 5, gimmick puppets.
No.
What do they do? Inform me.
I've played Gimmick Puppets.
So?
That deck. How are you gonna tell me? Hold on. How are you gonna tell me that a deck like Gimmick Puppets you consider worse than fucking Penguins? How dare you? First of all, I've played Gimmick Puppets. And a lot of people, if you've ever played Gimmick Puppets, he's basically saying that Gimmick Puppets are worse.
Because gimmick puppets are more of an archetype than penguins. Penguins have no, like...
So they should be low on this list. How dare you?
Yeah, they're low because they're barely an archetype. This is like a solidified archetype.
Yeah.
And they're useless.
No, they're not useless. They're okay. They have They have synergy with other machine cards. They're not bad.
They're themselves. You make a pure version of that deck, what's it doing?
I mean, they're like, in my opinion, like and I mean this, I consider Gimmick Puppets better than Constellars. I think the Constellar archetype literally doesn't offer you much. They're just, here's an extra summon, which is literally what the Gimmick Puppets do, except their monsters lead into these big XYZ plays. True that their cards really don't do anything spectacular. You can still mix them with machinists and other things to just have some kind of, addition brought to the table, which I think is better than what the fucking Constellars bring. Constellars is like, you can put this in your hand. Don't fucking stop shit. And just because I like the deck that I choose to suffer with it.
I hear you out.
You're wrong. You're wrong. How dare you say gimmick puppets? I played that deck.
I disagree. Though you guys can comment down below what you guys think and let me know what's going on with this guy. Whose man's is this? I don't know whose man's this is anymore. Moving on up. Number 4, roids.
Yeah, roids is trash.
Terrible. I was gonna do it because we meta for them. I don't know where to start. There's too many of them. They don't know what to do with each other. They don't even work together outside the spell card that fuses some of them. Like those are the ones you have to play together, and the only reason why you play them together is because they fuse together. Other than that, they have no coherency between the two.
Yeah, they have like it's
bicycle roid, submarine roid, steam roid, jet roid, like car roid, ambulance roid. Like they have all these roids.
Yeah, they just don't like. None of them say this in conjunction with blank. It's basically like if literally like you just took any 2 cards, like let's just say like Crystal beats Ruby Carbuncle and just changed it to Elemental Hero Ruby Carbuncle. It's just like that, but with
the thing it's like they all came from the same fucking warehouse, and then it's like you're gonna send them out into the world, and you think they all work together, but they don't. They just spread out and do nothing.
Yeah,
they never work with each other. But moving on up, my number 3 is Sphinx.
Sphinx. I was so sure you said Sphinx. I was like, oh, Sphinx. I was like, what deck?
Yeah, I'm like, what deck is that?
You know what's funny? And it's weird that you even said that
because I used to play them.
No. Yesterday, I was like on my computer and I saw those cards and I was like, what are those cards again? And I was like, oh yeah, the Pyramid of Light crap. The way the guy died in 2 seconds. And I mean,
they made a movie about him. I got these cards. What do they do? I don't know. Think about it. What do they even do?
I know the one where it's like when he attacks and destroys a monster, doesn't he do damage?
Does he?
Andrew Sphinx?
Does he?
Sphinx Delay, I don't know what the fuck she does.
None of them do anything. What, you know what Pyramid of Light does? You pay 3,000 life points to do nothing. You just pay 3,000. Like, pay 3,000 life points. And then what? Well, if you have the 2 monsters on the field, then you're good. Good for what? I don't know.
Hope you enjoyed the movie.
Yeah. We got this fusion card. Well, how do you summon them? Well, if you have all 3 cards on the field, then you can tribute them and summon it. Well, what does he do? He just gets on the field. It's 3,500 attack points. You know, you should be considering yourself lucky. Not many people get to this point. If you summon it, you should.
Look what people do for Gay Guardian.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Exactly. You could be playing gimmick puppets.
I'm an XYZ master. I don't think you understand who you're talking to. Trust me, who won these 3 duels? I did.
Yeah, because I didn't get to prepare for it. I wasn't ready for that. I was only ready for the first duel.
So
I'll take that first loss, and I'll take that proudly. That old school deck, like that's the duel. Everything else, I don't care about it. But I lost that old school deck one. I lost that one, but god damn it, that was a great fucking game. I didn't even care if I won that or not. I don't even think I could brag about it because it was such a good fucking game. It's a good game. My number, 2? Yes, number 2 is spiders.
Okay.
Only because I like spiders. Spider-Man, my name is Spidey. I have a personal bias.
It is? I thought you were kind of...
I have a personal bias against these cards because I'm connected to spiders and I tried to make my own spider support and it was just like, what? Spider, hunter, spider? Like, y'all have no, like, there's so many spider cards that do nothing. They're not even, Jesus Christ, they do absolutely, maybe I expect more, maybe I'm bugging, but I can't think of anything they can do together. Turns cards into defense mode, and then what? Hey, buddy, if you even did that, you can set yourself up. Well, you should have lost by now. I don't know why. If you put them in defense mode, that's the victory. Because you should have lost. Playing this deck thinking you do something. But fuck them. Moving on up. My number 1 most useless archetype ever is Earthbound Immortals.
Okay.
Because they have no support. It's just big monsters, field spell card, the end, and then a trap card, I believe.
They're like a weaker version of Malefics.
There you go. All Malefics, or what's the one with like Uriah, Raviel, and Haman?
Sacred Beast.
Sacred Beast. I was gonna throw them in there too, but I wouldn't really consider them an archetype.
I consider Sacred Beast way worse
But I don't consider them an archetype. They would have been lower on the list because I don't consider them an archetype. Earthbound Immortals are legitimately an archetype. And they do nothing. They just big mark. Like, how do they even expect themselves to get on the field?
Because they're literally like, I love how like at least the Malefics are like, just banish it from the deck or the extra deck, and there you go. This deck is just like, I don't know where you're getting these materials, but good luck.
Yeah, it's like, well, once they're on the field, they can do crazy shit. Well, how do I get them on the field? Hey, buddy.
What field?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about?
What field? We gave you a field spell. That's how you get it. Well, that doesn't really help me get them on the field, but, you know.
Scrub.
Yeah.
Did you see what they did in the anime?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
They sacrificed random souls out of nowhere. Make it work.
Did you see what they did on the anime? But that's my number one. I could go on forever, but this video's been long enough. So, guys, like the video, comment down below your top 10 most useless archetypes, and let us know what you think of our most useless archetypes. If you're new to the channel, it'd be nice if you click that subscribe button. If you're old to the channel, click that bell for notification. That way you're always updated when we upload videos, because YouTube took us out of the algorithm. And you get to see more.
Don't blame it on them, Evan. We suck.
That's YouTube's algorithm.
It's like, you suck.
No, that's YouTube's algorithm. Algorithms are ruining the world.
All the other channels are really good.
No, that's not
We're not good.
People comment. You guys deserve so much more. It's just the fucking algorithms.
One guy, Evan.
It's only one guy. No, you know what's crazy? And I've had this argument on my podcast, and I'll say it here just and end the video. But ultimately, we've been on YouTube for a very, very long time. Not just in this channel, I'm talking about our personal accounts.
Yes.
And I've probably subscribed to over 200 channels over the years. I log into YouTube every single day. I only see 7.
You know what I still remember? I remember back in the day. Salt for
salt. I remember that was like comments everywhere. That was channel names. I remember I used to watch Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson used to be one of the biggest names. He went away, and now he's back again on the top of YouTube.
He's gay.
No, not because he's gay, because he does like all this YouTube behind the scenes type of documentaries.
I like him.
Yeah, they're pretty entertaining. But he used to be shock value shit. And it's crazy because the shit that we thought was funny that he got famous on, he kind of went away, and then now that he's popping again, doing something completely different, people are bringing up his past.
They're like, you're a fucking monster. How dare you fuck cats? And I'm like, I'm like, you don't know what he did. And even if he did.
He said it as a joke.
And I'm like, even if he did, I don't care.
He bought the cat.
Fucking I got raped on the street. Shut up.
And now the same's gonna happen to us, and you wonder why we don't get likes.